Okay, so here we are with a new series that I'm going to be sometimes doing on this channel. I think we're going to call this Bot Battles. So this is going to be a series where I battle the AI on OGS, and honestly, this is just so I can have more videos where I'm playing games for days when it doesn't want to link me up with opponents. Okay, so we did corner corner. Now our opponent is trying to reduce us. They're attacking this stone. So I'm just going to go ahead and make the 1 point jump. So the bot is said to be 25k. Now I don't know how accurate the OGS bot rankings are, but we can at least, you know, make an attempt to. Okay, so he's trying to ladder me, but the ladder just does not work. Again, this is a low power bot, so I'm not expecting it to make all the right moves. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and take this stone. And let's just go ahead and put that stone in Atari. And just going to close things off there. Okay, let's stop playing in the corner. Let's actually try to advance the game state some. So even though this is a battle against a bot, I'm still, I'm not going to play this any differently than I would an actual game. We're going to go for the double Atari. And our opponent does not. Okay, so our opponent did not respond to the double Atari at all. Now, I could just play here to save the stone, but since they didn't respond correctly, and again, I don't expect proper responses from the low-level bot, and you might be wondering, why are we doing the 25k bot? I just wanted to start off with this bot, and we'll probably. I don't know how this series is going to work or how many times we're going to even make these bot battle videos. Again, I'm not sure if that's going to be the official name, but that's the current working title. I don't know. Bot battle sounds like a good name for this series. Okay, so we don't have to worry about these stones being attacked because those stones are in Atari. Let's just go ahead and jump out. And we can't play here because then they just capture. So we have to play there. We'll extend one more time. And we'll turn. Atari. I think in this case, yeah, we'll just go ahead and capture. Alright, we'll make a 2 point jump here. Interesting that they decided to play there. Anyway, so that does nothing. Let's just go ahead and finish securing this territory here. Put that stone into Atari. And they want to continue the ladder. Oh, look at that. Okay, the AI is getting a little bit smarter. Good. Oh no, whatever will we do? I mean, it really doesn't matter which one we go for, so let's just do the one that takes more stones away. We'll go for the double Atari. Alright, so these stones are now an Atari. So what's our best play? Well, we can't play here, because then they just play here and they'll capture 4. We can play here, which will capture those 2, and then put this stone into Atari. We could play here, capture those 2, and then he could play here, and then we would play there, and then... Yeah, so I think no matter how we capture here, we are going to be in the lead. So I think we're just going to go with the easier option. And in my opinion, that would be the easier option in a real game because that one has the less amount of stones to pick up. Okay, do we have to do anything here? No, we're pretty secure over here on this side. So we could start attacking the lower section and then over here, because there's not much that they can develop over here. We have pretty much a good control over the board. However, just to be on the safe side, we'll do that. Okay, so we're going to cut here. See, the CPU should have played here, but they played here instead, so... And again, you know, we're not expecting any sort of brilliant moves from the low-level CPU, but I figured it would play a little better than this. Alright, let's go ahead and attack this corner. Okay, they're attacking this stone, so... If we connect here, then they play here. So connecting here would only allow them to capture these stones. If we play here, then they play there. And that's captured. Our best bet is just to capture. I think this bot battle series will be good for me practicing things. Of course, you know, the higher level bots will definitely be better for the learning experience than these low level ones. But I did want to start with the low level just because it makes it a little easier. Alright. So he's trying to capture these stones right here. He would have to play here first, and then he could play there. I mean, obviously we just capture that stone and save everything. And is it urgent to do right now? Not really. Playing here is such a small move. So I think what I'm going to do is expand on the bottom. Okay, our opponent is finally playing in this area. And with that, this should be securely our corner, so we're just going to go ahead and jump out. And we're going to do the tiger's mouth connection. We'll go ahead and make a base with that stone. Let's go ahead and keep these stones separated from those stones. Looks like he's trying to be able to capture this one, so we'll just solidly connect. Let's jump out again. Alright, he's going after those stones still. Let's jump up. Try to get some territory built on the bottom here. Unnecessary capture, but you know, sometimes it's okay. Alright. We'll play here to separate that stone from the rest. Go for the Atari. He did not block the Atari. I don't know why I'm saying he. I mean, it's a bot. But yeah, we should honestly be safe to just pass at any point. Like, there's really nothing this CPU can do. We'll go ahead and capture. Alright, they didn't try to save that stone. They're invading this corner. Let's just go ahead and fight them for that. Alright, that corner is very secure. We can let them have that top area, although these stones might actually be dead. So, not urgent to capture that stone. Let's just go ahead and secure that as our territory. This is a very ugly looking game of Go, I will admit. Definitely not my best work. And honestly, if people don't like this bot battle series, won't I won't say that I blame people for that, because I know a lot of people probably don't like watching games against AI. But I figure this would be a good way to try and get some extra learning in. Oh, Biomi periods. We've used up our entire base time. Okay, so let's look at the board. Okay, so do we need to play here? Not really, because even if he plays a stone here, we just play here, and all that's still... Okay, so... I mean, we could also just play here. You know what? Yeah. Let's go for the simpler one. We'll play here. So, there's no way for him to make two eyes there. Those stones are all dead. Let's see now. I mean, if your games of Go look like this, though, and, you know, if you're... Whether you're a new player or if you're experienced and your games still look like this, it's not that this is a bad way for a game to look, but when you look at games between, like, professional players
10,
and people who
9, 8.
really know what they're doing, you can definitely tell a difference in the quality of the games. Okay. So now these stones are in danger. So now we have to capture. And that stone really doesn't do anything, so we're not going to worry about that. We don't have to play up there because all of this is dead. These are all dead. I mean, I can go for this move, followed by that. And then connect up like that. We can play here. And then we'll play that. We can play here.
You have won.
And the CPU resigned. And yeah, we are very much ahead. So this is the first episode of Bot Battles. I don't know how often this is going to happen. I don't know how often we're going to do matches like this, but you know, these can still be fun to watch. And when I play the higher level bots, you guys can watch me lose to those, because there are higher level bots that I lose against all the time when I try playing against them on my personal account. And who knows, maybe this is a good way to try to grow. This match obviously isn't doing much to help me, but maybe you saw some things that people have done to you in this game. I don't know. But I still hope you enjoyed.